Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Clayton, and I just saw Transformers: The Last Knight. And if you've seen any of the other Michael Bay Transformers movies, you pretty much know how this one's going to go down, as there's no innovation, there's no new tricks. Michael Bay has been selling us the same movie for all these years, and to say I'm sick of it would be an understatement. But let's get to the story. The story revolves around Cade Yeager, played by Mark Wahlberg, and to once again save the world from an alien attack, he has to team up with a British woman named Vivian and an English lord, played by Anthony Hopkins, in order to find the staff of Merlin, yes, the Merlin from the King Arthur stories, in order to save the world and also help out the Autobots with defeating the Decepticons once again. Now, I've pretty much said everything that there is to say about why the Transformers movies are terrible. They completely disregard the source material they're based on, and they focus way too much on the human characters. They have a terrible cringeworthy comedy that's outdated even when it comes out. Some say the films are sexist, some say the films are racist, some say the films are filled with any other prejudice you can think of. Others say that they have incredibly annoying comic relief characters. Others say that the movies are just jumbled to the point where the plots are almost incomprehensible. All of those things are here, but that's not my big problem with the Transformers movies. My big problem is that they're boring. They are so boring because it's the same thing over and over and over again, to the point where Michael Bay sometimes reuses the same shots like we're too stupid to notice. Transformers: The Last Knight is the exact same action that we've seen multiple times over, where it's not only tired and not fun to look at, but often you can't even make the action out because he needs to shoot it in a certain way, where the shots are too close to the point where you can't make out the action, they're too cluttered to the point where you can't make out the action, or they're shot from such an odd angle that you can't make out most of the action. Also, Anthony Hopkins, who should give the movie a few points just based on his presence alone, is just there to act immature and to spout exposition. It's like how Michael Bay treats his other well-respected actors that end up in his movies. And Mark Wahlberg tries his best with the material he's given, but the script just gives him absolutely nothing to work with. And to be honest, I run out of things to say about these movies because every other critic has said how terrible these movies are. But I don't think Michael Bay is the problem here. I think we, the audience, is the problem, because it's been stated time and time again that Michael Bay will keep making these terrible movies over and over and over again because we keep paying to see them. We keep going out to the movie theaters to support these movies despite the fact that they're terrible. Despite the horrible Rotten Tomatoes scores, despite the scathing critic reviews, despite every single film critic seeing Michael Bay as the new Ed Wood, essentially. And the fact that I've constantly complained how he's made scenes filled with explosions boring somehow. What used to be incredible, exciting action is just white noise. But that's the thing. I think the audience is the problem, but I'm not supposed to say that. A critic is never supposed to say that the audience is the problem for bad movies succeeding and good movies underperforming. We're supposed to be with the audience. But I just need to say the truth. Because when I say the audience is the problem, I'm including myself. Transformers: The Last Knight is a terrible movie that copies the formula of the other films and has paper-thin characters, action that you can barely make out, visual effects that serve to distract from the story rather than enhance it, and some of the worst-written dialogue in the entire series. But we knew that going in. So, if we have to sit through another one of these Transformers movies, I can tell you it's going to be just as bad, if not worse, than this one. So I'll give Transformers: The Last Knight a 2 out of 10. See you next time.